Hi, my name is Chantal Herbert, and I am an audio producer, and I'm also a Young Women's Network coordinator at the Angelou Centre, and I am also the founder of a feminist collective called Sister Shack. My career path has been quite a long one and quite a varied one. So when I was 20, I moved up to Newcastle to go to Northumbria University, where I did a media production course where I specialised in script writing. So this was a film media production course, but I decided that I wanted to sort of pursue a script writing career at first, so I did that. But before I'd come to the university, I also did a media production course where I'm from, in Northampton, and I loved that course. It had a lot of audio production, and I've always been really interested in audio production. But when I went to university, I didn't really pursue that because I chose the path of script. And when I finished university, I moved to the Netherlands, where I didn't really do anything creative. I worked in IT, had quite a good job. And while I was abroad, I got pregnant with my son. So I moved back to the UK, where I pursued a career more so in admin, but I also had my own furniture company. But I'd always just had in the back of my mind that I really, really wanted to pursue a career in audio production. So in 2018, after working in admin for quite a long time, I one day just thought I don't want to do this anymore. So I quit my job. I signed up to the audio production course, well, a radio course at Sunderland University, where I did that for the last 2 years up until 2020. So I did the MA in radio. And whilst I was doing that course, I really decided that I wanted to start up my own production company. So that in mind, myself and my partner started up Tits Up Creative, which is a creative agency, and it's to get women working in the creative industry. So I do audio production, and my partner does design. So that's been my career path really. It hasn't been a linear one, but it's been a steady one, and I've always been in work, but I just decided that, my creative side really needs to be nurtured. So that is why for the last 2 years, I've been pursuing more of the audio production. So my current jobs are, I have Tits Up Creative, where I make audio productions for various commissions that I get in, and I also make my own podcast just to keep my hand in audio, and also just I really enjoy making podcasts. I'm also the Young Women's Network coordinator at the Angelou Centre, and that involves me making a network for young Black and minoritized women, and that involves various things where we have social hubs, I give peer mentoring and that kind of thing. But that also involves my audio production work, because I'm really keen on getting young women into pursuing audio careers, so they cross over quite well. And I also run a feminist collective, which I mentioned before, called Sister Shack, and that is about promoting women entrepreneurs, DJs, musicians, creatives, just to help them advance their career paths. And also it involves quite a lot of activism as well, because I'm really involved in activism and advancing Black and minoritized people in the workplace and out of the workplace. So all of this kind of informs the work that I make as well. All my audio pieces often involve Black women, Black and minoritized women, and talking about their experiences. So my working week is quite varied. I have my employed job, which is my Young Women's Network coordinator job, and I also get various commissions in from different places. So I do audio production as well. I'll be doing interviews. I'll be doing lots of emails. There's a lot of admin involved, unfortunately, in when you're self-employed and employed. So I do that as well, and I also do a lot of regular social media for my Sister Shack community interest company as well, which I mentioned before. So my working week is just very varied, and one week can be a little bit quiet, where I'll be doing 30-40 hours a week, but then the next week I might be working 67 hours a week. But I really enjoy what I do, and all of it is really a highlight. But I would say that the most rewarding part of my job is where I will talk to women of colour, and we network, but I will record their stories and document those stories and make them into podcasts or make them into audio pieces, documentaries or features. So yeah, my week is just very, very varied, and I think that's the one thing about being self-employed but also doing a creative job. Just one day to the next is very different. So my work is all audio based, so I wouldn't be able to show you my work on screen now, but I am going to link to my work at the end of this video so you can go and have a look if you like. But I love every bit of work that I do. I adore doing audio production. I love editing. I love interviewing people. It's just a way of reaching out to people, but it's also a way of me learning new experiences as well. And the piece that I'm most probably proud of at the moment is the last feature that I made, which was a 45-minute long. It was I call it a sound collage or audio collage. So I interviewed 14 women of colour and then condensed that down to probably about 45 minutes in total, but that was with audio music as well. But it charted their experiences of growing up or migrating to the UK as a black and minoritized woman. And I'm just really proud of that work, and I feel that it went really well and I've had a really good reception. But as well as being proud of that, I'm proud of a lot of the other work that I've done as well, and the fact that I get to speak to these strong people who tell me their stories, it just makes me really thankful that I get to hear these and I actually get to put these out in public, on SoundCloud, or it might be a commission that goes up on a website. So I'm really proud of all of my work, and I couldn't really choose a favourite, but at the moment, my current one, I think that really showcases my work well and gets across the sort of person I am and the audio that I really like to make. And I just enjoy my work because I get to just speak to so many different people, and I get to work with different organisations, and I'm quite an insular person, so I like to spend a lot of time, sitting in front of my computer and editing, and I think I know I'm good at it, and I know that this is the path that I've chosen, and I just think I'm really thankful to have the chance to do this as a career. It's not often that a woman of my age as well, I'm 37, and it's not often that people get to change their career path so late on in their life. And I know 37 doesn't sound old, but in work life that can be. And I think no matter what age you are, you do have a chance to change your whole path, and that is something that I'm really proud of, and that I'm thankful that I get to enjoy every bit of work that I do. I would just tell my younger self that no matter what age you are, you can start again. You can change your path. You don't have to do things in a linear fashion. You don't have to go from school to college to university to work. There are some things in your life that are going to come up, and there's going to be challenges, but you are going to be able to work with that. You're strong and you can work through that. And also, I would tell my younger self to be a bit more organised because I didn't find this out until my mid-30s, that organisation is the key to getting a lot of work done. Make spreadsheets, to get Word documents, give people plenty of notice about when you're going to interview them, give people plenty of notice about deadlines. And if you can't fulfil those deadlines, let them know. And just be open and honest with people, because people really respect that. And I'm always quite a blunt and open person, always have been, and people really respect that. So, I would tell my younger self to just all of those things, but also look after your mental health, because that's really important. And that is something that I wish I'd known in my younger life.